Hello, and thank you for inviting me to participate on your special program, Noga and Ariel Tamir. Real honor to be here with you. And Happy New Year, Happy New Decade, and Happy New Fantastic Life. So thank you for trusting and inviting me to share with you some of the practices that I teach across the world. So the first question was about sexual communication or sensual communication, and how to talk about sexuality within the couple space, within the environment of the couple, how to do it and what to talk about. So there's quite a lot in here already. And communication is paramount. Communication in any circumstances is paramount, especially sexual communication. It's really important. So sexual communication is not just about talking about sex. So let's talk about sex, definitely, that's one aspect. And then there's also how we tune in to the other. So talking and communication is more about listening. So listening to your love partner, listening to what they need. And if they don't articulate it in words, maybe because they have some sort of a pre-verbal trauma, you might be able to get the sense by perceiving how the body is responding, by listening to the sounds, by listening to the gurgling of the digestive system. So these things can actually give an indication. Listen with your hand. Your hand have so many sensors and receptors that you can actually listen with your hand. Listen with your heart. Open your heart. So these are great ways of communicating without necessarily speaking. So really, when you put the other and really listen to the communication behind the words, this is really important, that you can hear the communication behind the words. You can listen to the commitment that they have for their lives, for your divine communion together, for your partnership, your love partnership. So listen to them rather than be too busy on listening to your inner commentary. It's really important. And feed back to them with the same word. That would actually help communication. Sexual communication is really important, and there's a lot of charge there. So some people may have issues about worthiness and they dare not ask for what they desire. So they'll need to work on that one. There are tantric meditations that I give that actually kind of in a way forces us to transcend above our fears and identity limitations, self-identity limitations. There are practices, for instance, of the talking meditation. So it is requested that you must talk all the time throughout the period, say 1 hour meditation of sexual union. You talk non-stop and you don't listen to the other. So what happens is that it liberates, it enables you to actually communicate. It enables you, because you know that you're talking and they're talking at the same time. You don't listen. That's what most people do anyway. So you just talk at the same time you make love. You're allowed to talk about the shopping lists. You're allowed to talk about painting the ceilings, or you're allowed to talk about the nonsense that arises within your brain. The brain is a fascinating organ. So you could do that, and then gradually the truth of what you desire will come up, because you are letting go of the dam that prevents you from speaking. And you know there's safety in that both of you are talking. There is another meditation that you can do beforehand which opens up the throat chakra, and that's the throat healing. And that's when a man a man feeds on the nourishment from the woman's breast, and then there's another one where the woman actually receives the nourishment of the Vajra into her throat chakra, and that helps. It actually goes into the heart, you know. So the fallacy of a way to a man's heart is through his stomach is nearly right. A way to a man's heart is through his throat, the throat chakra, and it's not the tiramisu that he wants to eat. He wants to receive the nourishment of the feminine essence, or in a gay partner, then it's the masculine essence. So really, you know, enjoy exploring. So do the throat healing meditation, do the unedited talking meditation. There's another meditation that I give to couples on level 1, which is the Royal Liberation Meditation. And that is where the Royal Highness, it could be the woman for the first time, then the man, however you decide to divide this. One person goes first and they become the Royal Highness. And then it's up to them to really speak their desires. That is the meditation. It's to speak the desire and to receive it, and to allow yourself to continue and ask for what you desire. The more practice you do, the easier it gets. So enjoy the practices, or not.